What is going on, YouTube? I am in the same clothes as the last video because this is following on from the last video. I've just spent 7 hours cleaning the Capture ready for sale, making a video on how to prep cars for retail, and now we're jumping into a little toy that I bought. It is going to be sold, but it's a bit of a project, a bit more fun and a bit more up my street. So let's go and have a look what I bought to play with, because that's pretty much why I bought this. So everything is literally left out from the last video from preparing the Capture for retail. So that is now up for sale, retail ready. Hopefully when this video comes out, that's sold. So some of you might know what this car is. I had no idea when I bought it. It's an MPS Mazda 3 with a 2.3 litre turbocharged engine. Apparently they're a ton of fun. Apparently they're super rare. I have no idea what this car is worth, but I paid £1,500. Let me know in the comments if you know what these cars are, if that is good or not. So cool things about this, definitely the seats. Driven it just home, and I obviously wasn't giving it the beans or enjoying it, so we will take it out for a drive in the next video. But for now I want to tidy it up because there's a few things that I irritate. One, the state of it. I can't be driving around in a car that is that dirty, so we got to get that cleaned. I want to get the wheels refurbed, won't have time. So the next video we'll get the wheels sorted, maybe get the calipers painted and get this honeycomb off because that's just cheap. So my plan is to kind of restore the car back to I'm trying to put the bonnet back to a decent condition. The wind is picking up. So there it is, 2.3 DI SI, no idea, never bought one. Absolutely tons of history. Previous owner did look after it. That'll need polishing out. That's rusting through on that scratch there, so we'll get that sorted. But overall, the mirror caps, I don't know if they're off another car or if they're faded or if they'll buff up. But overall, I think a good wash will get us on our way to making this thing look a hell of a lot better. Big cannon on it, actually not that loud. I've driven it once, hopefully going to take it, start using it this week. So yeah, let's have a look on the interior because that is nasty. With a car that's had 7 owners, obviously it's going to need a really good clean. We've literally just finished a dirty detail on that one, and then we're straight into another detail on this one. But this one is going to be a little bit more of a slower kind of project vibe. This is all the paperwork and history that we've got with the car, so we'll go through that as well. But yeah, overall I think it's going to be cool. Battery, old battery or new battery? I'm rambling. I want to get it cleaned up and then we can see what we have got being watched. So I have a sandwich, bit of lunch, and I thought I'd flick through the service history. This car, when I say it has been meticulously maintained, that's 2024, 2023, 2023. Everything is in its place. Everything is perfect, basically. The guy has literally done all the discs, pads, timing chain kit, suspension, bushes. He has spent a small fortune on this car, and that's the timing chain kit. The only reason he sold it is because he has children, so he bought an estate car from us, and I told him you can get more for the car if you sell it privately, but he just didn't want the hassle. It's nice and easy, so now I get a new toy to fix up, but all the mechanicals are bang on this car. Fingers crossed. You set up on a stand and we're going to wash this and see what the paint looks like underneath.
So we don't get attached to the curse, no flurries, the rhythm won't worry if you fall by.
Cleaned it up enough for me to use this week. So in the second part of this video, we'll jump in to demodifying the headlights, sorting the wheels out, painting the calipers, and making this thing look its best again. Interior, just a quick little zhuzh, just for me to do the school run. So guys, it has been 7 days. Christmas has landed. If you are not already subscribed, guys, just hit that button. Hit the subscribe button. That is going to help me out so much. So I want to try and get to 10,000 subscribers. So I'm so excited. I want to try and get to 10,000 subscribers as quick as we can. So go hit it, please. Now, Mazda. I've drove it all week. I absolutely love the car. I don't want to sell it. I'm like that. I'm a car guy. I want to collect them all. I want to, but it's got to be sold. So let's get it polished up. Let's get the wheels sorted, and let's demodify, then modify it again. Let's get going. So the first job is to clay bar the car, get any of the imperfections that are in the paint out with the clay, so then we're ready to polish. And what I also did is this week, whilst I was at work, skiving, did the interior. So I obviously have been using it every day, but now the interior has been cleaned. There is a bit of damage, which is a bit of a shame, but other than that, it's a little bit dirty from obviously the school run, but the interior is one hoover away from being retail ready. So now it's just the outside, and I want to go. Let's go.
She stole a smile and my heart responded. She's everything I never knew I wanted, and money won't buy her happiness. Yeah, she's my kind of glamorous, natural beauty, what it's all about. Tell something to me.
Because it is a car that likes the wheel spin like absolute mental, that took a little bit longer than I wanted, but it was definitely worth doing. So the state of the clay, it's going straight in the bin. So we've now clay barred it. So now I'm going to go around with some panel wipe. So it's literally just going to clean up any of the little residue left, and we can start polishing. Now the car's dry, we can have a quick look at some of the damages, but we're keen to jump into the polishing. So these should come out fairly easily. There's a load of like brush scratches all the way along the mirrors. Those are the main ones that will hold back the car. You've got this damage down here. Obviously that's missing paint, so we can do a bit of touch up there, but just clean that front corner up. This headlight tint will not come off. I've already tried to heat that up. Then we got this one. That'll devalue it, won't it? It's not great. Mirror on the other side. I don't know if this is a Mazda thing that the mirrors just go. Something on the paint or in the paint there. Overall it's not awful, but the difference from a buff is going to be phenomenal. So let's get on with it. Back to basics. Still using a budget £30 polisher, so still DIY tools, still on the driveway, but nothing special just yet. If I can sell a few cars, I can start to upgrade the stuff that I've got and start to get some decent stuff. If you guys have got any recommendations for polishers, for cleaning products, you see me out here, any advice, just leave it in the comments.
Can't figure it out. I never thought that I would find someone that I can't resist. This might be as close to heaven as I will ever get. I see perfection and a high goal. Always got my attention. Beautiful soul. Still get that first time feeling rush. She's laid back and casual. A real homebody, it's wonderful. I never thought that I would find someone that I can't resist. This might be as close to heaven as I will ever get. I see perfection and a high goal. Always got my attention. Beautiful soul.
So I would have liked to spend a little bit more time polishing, but at the moment obviously I've got a full-time job today, and then Sunday I've got family stuff, so I've got one day to make this car as close to perfect as I can. So it's never going to be perfect when you've got one day. So overall the gloss levels are bang on, really not that bad. It's just the little fine details and the finishing touches that I would like to spend some more time on, but overall super reflective. And as I say, we're about to wax it up, so let's get all these little touch-ups done and get the wheels off. Out of breath undoing those wheels. So basically the wheels are absolutely hanging, and now we've got a glossy black paint job. We can't be rolling round with these wheels, especially not when the paint's coming off and they look battered. Let's jack it up, whip the wheels off. Whew, it's hard work this. So that was a bit sketchy. The driveway is not level, so it's up, it's secure. I pushed it and it moved slightly. So let's whip these wheels off and get them refurbed. Let's say refurbed. Right, I can. Wheels are off, so here's the plan. Sand these up, 320 grit, work down, try and clean them up and get nice smooth surface on the wheels. Also, going to try and clean up the calipers and then paint them so it gives it a more sporty look. So I think they're going to look decent, all cleaned up. So let's get to work, let's get these both done because we're running out of time. So the wheels are now sanding's back. All I've got to do is clean up the brake dust and then de-dust them and get ready to paint them. Now I started sanding the calipers, so I'm just going to quickly get in the little cracks and crevices and then we are on to paint. So we're waiting for the paint to dry. Me and Bob are having a game of Uno. So I've used the playing cards to tape up the wheels. So the wheels are quite good. It's the first coat. Obviously there's still a little bit of damage, but Dean is on his way, so I'm a little bit nervous that I'm running out of time to get this fully done today. Wheels are good, and then the calipers, I've gone with a copper colour, metallic copper. That's the first coat on those, so that's going to need another couple of coats. But I think that the copper with the black just breaks it up. It looks quite good, so I'm going to crack on and get this done. That's lunch done. Now, let's have a quick... So the wheels, I think, in my opinion, look pretty decent. You lot are obviously going to be in the comments because there is still a little bit of rash. But from what they were to what they are. Now, I was going to go gloss, but I've only got one can of gloss. So I'm not going to risk it. They look decent as they are. So I'll do one more coat of satin black and they're done. Calipers, you see the weather, look, it's coming. Storm Dean's coming. Calipers, the issue I've got is that they're not drying quick enough because it's cold. So the plan is to get a hairdryer out the window and hairdryer them so that we can speed this up. Because I want to get it down so it looks like, I think it's going to look good. It's got to look good. So it's just started raining, so let's get everything put away.
She stole a smile and my heart responded. She's everything I never knew I wanted. And money won't buy her happiness. Yeah, she's my kind of glamorous. Natural beauty, what it's all about. Tell something to me, can't figure it out. I never thought that I would find someone that I can't resist. This might be as close to heaven as I will ever get. I see perfection and a heart of gold. Always got my attention, beautiful soul.
We have it. The day is done. It's been a long one. I am tired. Let's just show you it finished. It had to be finished today purely because I've got work at the dealership tomorrow. Sunday I've got family stuff, and then I've got a dealership Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So the car had to be put back together. I want to do another coat on the calipers. I managed to dry the car off and get the wax on. I think it has come out absolutely awesome. I think it looks a million times better than it did. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Does it look good? I'll put the pictures up next of it advertised. But for £3.5 grand, 2.3, 256 horsepower, everything's been done. I think it's a great price. I really do. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next one.